Hello everyone and welcome to the Season 19 Week 1 matchup between coolclan and maincall.tf. This is going to be, I think, the second game of Week 1 we're going to coverage after we saw Le Berrichon de Châteauroux and Nuts and Rollerbladers take a chunk out of each other last night. This time it's going to be two new teams on the same map, but we're going to see what many people might think is going to be less of a draw and more of a stomping. But either way, guiding you through tonight will be myself, Ali. On the stream we have Suyooo, and joining me is TurboTabs. TurboTabs, how are you doing?
I'm great, man. Thanks for letting me join. And
That has nothing to do with me, don't worry.
Yeah, I just want to congratulate you on pronouncing that French name. My God, that was...
Yeah, we picked slightly easier team names tonight. Yeah.
Yeah, I'm so glad this is my first game of the season I'm casting, not the French ones. Dear me, I looked at that and my eyes just went cross-eyed just looking at it.
Yeah, I think the biggest challenge tonight might be Fromello as a name, but...
Oh no, I cleared it up with Admirable before we started. I was like, so is it Fromello, Fabmello, blah, 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 blah. And no, it's Fromello.
Excellent. Either way, so just going straight into rosters then, might be the best idea on the topic of those players. Fromello, for the old school players who are just dropping back in, might not recognize the name. He is a fairly new player that Admirable has picked up for his redeemed coolclan roster. I had a look at their ETF2L page a while back, in Season 3 and Season 4 their last record, so he is truly resurrecting a distinctly dead team for the past few years. But I think Walters maybe was on the team. I don't even know. That was just idle gossip. But either way, that team is going to be Admirable, Smiria and Denia. Smiria on demo and Denia on scout, who were previously on the Saints or publicclear.se roster. Do you obviously you know who they are from LAN?
Yeah,
Turbo.
Yeah, of course.
And then Bonkers and Fromello, sorry, are the two soldiers. I can't remember completely which way around they are in terms of pocket and roamers, but either way, they're definitely,
Yeah, Bonkers is pocket and Fromello will be playing roamer. It seems like Admirable just like took two teams from Div 1 or Prem and sort of thing and just like smashed them together and brought back Walters sort of thing from his old, pulling out those old coolclan connections back from like Season 5 or something like that, and just decided to make this team. Yeah, it's really nice to see that, just like a mixture of bringing in these fresh talent, bringing some familiar names, and yeah, it's really healthy to see, especially after this new LAN.
Yeah, it's a good mix, and they definitely proved themselves in the playoffs to get here. Who was the team that they just saw off in that last playoff? It was the second French team, wasn't it?
Yes, it was eShock Sports, I believe. They played in Div 1 the last season under a different like clan name, but I think they mostly stayed intact. Maybe just like bringing in players like Droso and whatnot.
Yeah, and actually, you were there with me. We were watching eShock play another round against coolclan in the preseason, their warm-up game, as it were, coolclan. And contrary to that first playoff, coolclan actually got stomped, didn't they?
Yes, but you know, it's just a PCW. What the PCW means, this is official. This is where the important plays come out. This is where people like turn on their games and really show what they're made of.
Well, Ips of Maincall was in Spectator, so maybe it was all a ruse to get him into a false sense of security. But as I said before, either way, I think people will definitely be expecting Maincall to turn it on tonight. Obviously, favourites at the moment to take the season, and coolclan obviously being the team who came in as the 8th team in the 8-team league, as it were. Definitely the underdogs.
Yeah, no doubt, but it would be really nice still to see this game, just to see what Maincall can like, you know, put out and what they can play. Like, you know, going straight into the season, they're gonna like start off really strong and just like show everybody that they're the team to beat, and you know that there's no Mihai's flow like running through this team at all.
That's an excellent reference. And yeah, I mean, we've seen it before that teams. Yeah, I mean, I think last season it wasn't it Saints who did they end up scrounging a point, or was it the I think they didn't they?
I think there was a mixture of teams. Actually, no, I think it was like Hildreth's team and I think maybe Saints as well.
But either way, that was the season that we saw Epsilon for the first time ever, well, not the first time ever, but the first time in a long, long time not finish top of the division. And it was because they lost, they were held to a draw or maybe a golden cap loss on one of the maps by one of the lesser teams, and they ended up, well, I mean, it's the kind of thing that might affect a team later on in the competition. So maincall do need to be on their game today, because they definitely have the old school skill and the talent to get something out of this, but it's going to be a pretty tall order for coolclan, to be honest.
I don't know, I think coolclan can only ever surprise us here. Like, whilst like they're going into this with like almost like a very pessimistic like view of their chances. Like, it also gives the like no, they're not coming into this nervous at all. They're just gonna like play some TF2, have fun, and sometimes that's all you need, just to like, sneak something out of it.
Yeah, as you say, they've got nothing to lose, so no one's expecting any grand performance. So yeah, I mean, the pressure is on maincall, if anyone.
Yeah, sorry, Mario Ball, but so
sorry, what? Sorry?
Yeah, somebody just like shot at me. I was just like caught off guard, like, whoa.
Someone's probably set up a whisper. In the mumble we're actually in, Huey's mumble, we do have coolclan and a couple of channels below us, so TurboTabs might be being trolled slightly by Admirable down there. But either way, we've hyped them up quite a bit. So moving on to the maincall roster quickly, as Admirable I think said in game that wanted AFK, but maincall, is pushing for the ready up. So on maincall we do find with the all-star European lineup, Medic is going to be Miralyn, Demo is Warher, Soldiers are going to be Rising and Ips, Scouts are going to be Samzi and Kyla. And what do you think of that roster, Turbo?
Ips has done really well to like monopolize all the best players in Europe, it seems. Like, I heard that the second like the LAN was over, like just mere 15 minutes after Epsilon were finished with their games, like he convinced Warher to like start running around and collecting all these players, saying like, hey, do you want to play in Ips' new team next season? So good job on Ips, just like almost pulling an Epsilon out of Epsilon, I suppose. Just like monopolizing all the best players.
As we are actually going to go live here, so welcome everyone to the Season 19 Week 1 match between maincall.tf and coolclan. This is going to be the first map, Badlands. Second map will be processed later on, but you are going to be joined by myself and TurboTabs. And TurboTabs, what are you seeing on this middle? What do you think is going to happen?
I see Smear rolling out through the main section, going straight out, whilst Wars attempts to go out into this balcony sort of thing, as maincall are just starting to feel out their players. They're just kind of like patiently waiting back. As Bonkers makes the first jump in, he's going straight in onto the demo, but Warher, kind of sidesteps into the house, whilst gets neutralized by Kyla Fun. But coolclan was like holding their ground, holding this point area here, as maincall just opt to like stay in their own valley for ages, whilst not really making the move. While this does keep them healthy, it's allowed coolclan just to cap most of the point off here, also just forcing their way out of it. And they do actually manage to get the cap as well. Wow, as there's still like a Mexican standoff here. Just they're both staring each other down. Not much frags coming out. But yeah, it seems like just from strong arming, coolclan get that.
Yeah, it seems a bit of a weird play from maincall to start off with. Ips was right under the bridge. I mean, it looked like a classic sort of enemy shithouse rollout, but they just really didn't push on maincall, and coolclan just stood their ground, ended off in that 3v3 standoff, as you said, and coolclan just had so much point presence. They actually have taken it, but Formello is coming in. Miralyn is going to surf away nicely though on 70 HP, but both teams kept the medic alive, of course, but coolclan with that positional advantage at the moment, onus is probably going to be on them to make the first move, but with Formello down, we could see maincall do it, but there's only 2 seconds to his respawn, so I think we might see another push from coolclan in a little bit.
Then again, we've got Formello coming out on the sniper. Ooh!
Oh, gonna put the cam on him, see if he can get anything done. He's just walking alongside that train now. He's got an eyes out into choke, he can see Ips, he can see War, he takes down War with a headshot. That is surely gonna prompt.
They popped off the Uber now, they go straight in, but Ips is holding his ground really strong here, deciding to equal out the Ubers right there, seeing if they can push in with this slight Uber advantage, as Samzi goes straight in, but his team have decided to back out and kind of leave him in. Bison come in to back him up, but the Scouts are doing a good job of isolating him, but during that distraction, here comes maincall coming in from choke, and now it comes down to a 4v4, as Formello actually takes down to make it 4v3. As now Ips slightly backs off, but he gets surrounded by both the Scouts coming out from coolclan. And War and Marilyn are just backing out there, you know, licking their wounds from that last push.
That was so nice from Sam to start off with. He danced around the whole coolclan team, which allowed the rest of the team to get in, and he actually picked off 2 more players. But in the end, it came down to a quite close fight, and Fremello with a headshot onto Kyler is what swayed it in coolclan's favor in the end. Fremello's still going to be up on that sniper rifle, going to probably push onto Spy and see if he can get any escape onto top lobby, but maincall have in fact pushed all the way back to last. Ubers are going to be effectively equal with Marilyn with a slight advantage, but maincall not looking like they want to take any chances right now against
have you seen the sticky trap?
Been pretty successful.
Have you seen the sticky trap in top lobby?
It's on the pipes, right?
The infamous war trap.
That's a classic war trap, but it has been spotted by Waters. Doing his research maybe onto War and seeing what he goes for quite a lot of the time. It's going to be Uber versus Uber at the moment, but Fremello's still on that sniper. Surely coolclan are going to wait to see if he can make anything work. He's peeking out now from those stairs, but can't find a clear shot at the moment.
Yeah, Fremello's been very impressive so far. It seems like the very second he picked up that sniper rifle, he was getting kills with it already. Like, first shot, he got a kill. Second shot, I think he got
Waters is in.
Waters gets taken out as well.
Yeah, he trades with Rising though. That's pretty nice for a scout from like the lower ground. He got saved by his teammate in the end, Rising, to practically avenge him, but it was pretty impressive from Waters and nearly engineered a massive advantage. As we see, Ips actually is going to be the one to take the initiative into the lobby, get so many coolclan players weak at the moment. It's going to force a multi-Uber out from Admirable, and he does get the pick onto Denny. Ips want to go pushing out onto this. He's on to Smear, gets the frag as well. They've got to be careful of a backup at the moment, but the so maincall are pushing out really methodically at the moment. They picked up 3 frags, and Marible's trying to escape by himself at the moment. Ips went down so low health there, but you've got to give credit to Ips because that was a pretty much flawless push out from maincall.
Yeah, it was a really smart decision by Ibs there. By pushing ahead, he kind of sliced the coolclan cake in half, sort of thing, like leaving one side to back out and leaving the other side kind of curious to what to do. They couldn't back out because of the Uber from Ibs, and they couldn't go forwards because of all the players from maincall in the main lobby. So it just kind of like pinched them with that Uber there. Very well done by Ibs.
Yeah, but coolclan's still in the driving seat in terms of positional advantage. They've kept this middle for the past, 5 minutes, and people expected this to be a complete roll to maincall. So perhaps catching maincall off guard a bit at the moment. coolclan. They're making them play carefully at least. They're not just running through them or cutting the cake, as you said.
Yeah. Well, Fremello's still on sniper, so it's not going to be quite stalematey. There's still something can still happen with coolclan's side. You know, they've. Like you said, they're completely within the driver's seat, and if anything's going to happen, it's going to come out from coolclan right now.
Yeah, and it looks like they're actually going to push around this resup side. Walter's going to be jumping onto balcony, and going to see who goes aggressive first. Fremello will go down, and Denny are down too. This has worked out pretty badly at the moment for coolclan. They're going to have to drop all the way back as maincall themselves push through Valley.
But Walter's on the back.
But Waters isn't that back cap, but I'm not sure if coolclan have enough. They do have that Uber though, so they can block this second, and they are going to Uber out to make sure.
Rison's going back to pocket now. He takes out
for Marilyn and Ips. That was incredible. The Uber could have caught out Marilyn and Ips, or at least forced them, but both the maincall players actually caught the surf around choke, and coolclan really needs force, and that's what Bonkers is going to try and do. He does get Marilyn's force, and Bonkers is going to be stuck behind, but that's really nice work from him because it means his team definitely have a chance of contesting middle.
Yeah, very well played there by Bonkers. Actually, from just forcing out that Uber, he also managed to stay alive and get some good damage onto Ibs just before he put there. As coolclan tried to make a force out here, they're not going to give this middle point for free, and they shouldn't because they get the forward respawn. So as they hold the ground here with a superior sort of player advantage coming out from these forward respawns here, leaving maincall just to back out now and possibly give up second.
Yeah. So impressive by coolclan. They're holding their ground so well here against what is seen in a much better team, so I keep coming back to that, but it's just such a standout feature at the moment, and coolclan are going to pick up this second point, move round to Trash. They've got quite a big advantage at the moment, but I doubt Admirable lows because he's sat so far back at the moment, just not going to want to drop his Uber to any of those maincall players coming aggressive. Rising, of course, is playing roaming soldier this season for maincall and has been probably one of the highest upcoming talents over the past few seasons on soldier. Definitely a threat to watch out for. May be doing the same kind of plays that T-Mac kept making all of yesterday onto nuts, and definitely don't want to be in that situation in Maribel.
Yeah, it seems maincall opting to do this sort of forward hold here. It seems a bit strange though. Usually when you get the Uber, you seem to back out immediately. But no, they're going to just hold on to it here and just see how much they can really get away with, as they do try to.
Oh, the sticky trap.
Oh, where was that? Was that the main door?
I think that was trash. I'm looking at the blood splatters and we see both scouts going down. Both tried to get through the door at the same time. Pretty poor planning, I'm assuming there, but either way, Maincall going to be wanting to push out to this fire. Mello just trying to get onto wall, but has no luck. And Sam is going to get straight onto Admirable to force him out. And this looks like a pretty poor Uber at the moment. He's actually going to drop Smeara, who just gets stuck too far forward as Admirable was trying to back out. And coolclan definitely on the run here. Maincall with that Uber. They're not going to want to have to force here because they've got such a player advantage. Bonk's in that house doing quite a bit of damage. Merlin gets down to 50 HP, but he does hold. As we're going to see, is anyone hiding for the force, or are they just going to get it for free? Walters.
Oh, Waters behind gets Merlin, and he actually manages to get out as well. Will he kill this Samsy at choke as well?
Oh, the drop.
Oh, got him down to 12 health as well.
Oh, yeah. Amazing work there by Waters. I flicked out of the house and my game froze, and I saw Waters there, and I was like, did he get it? I'm not sure. Did he get it? That's why I went so quiet. I didn't have the info appearing on my screen. But either way, they're gonna turn it around.
coolclan. Maincall decides to like, okay, we've lost our medic. We need to go and take their medics away now. Just even it out and just like bring this game back to even Steven. But it seems like coolclan managed to keep their medic alive instead of Maincall. So they just managed to get the second now, and they're just moving on to capture second now.
Yes. Promello goes in for a duel there with Rising, but just about comes out on top as Smeara's sticky trap is gonna take down Waters. Merlin firing off arrows from Trash there. He's got no one with him to heal at the moment, so this coolclan advantage is gonna remain pretty significant. Merlin nowhere close to Zuba right now. Kyler for fun is gonna get caught up behind, and that's just gonna prompt coolclan to push right in with their Uber. The Uber comes out. They haven't got any frags from him at the moment. Surely they're gonna get that soldier as he walks into 4 players Rising. A bit unlucky for him, and they've got such good positioning at the moment, coolclan, but it's not gonna matter either way because Dania is just gonna run for the point, and that's 1-0 to coolclan. Unbelievable.
Yeah, War getting caught out there around the main area by Smear, just raining stickies down upon him, really having egg on his face on that when he really needed to stay alive for his team there. As he rolls out to the main, to the balcony, as well as Smear does here, as both teams just set up on middle. Maincall opting to take this like valley shit-ass sort of thing. As Bonker goes for the initial jump in, he tries to get Merlin, but Merlin's just a little too elusive for him as both Rising and Ibs make the jump onto their crate, taking out numerous players. Merlin even getting a crossbow kill onto Bonkers there.
Denny is just onto Merlin at the moment, but Merlin takes him down! Merlin with the survival skills. The entire Maincall team were completely split up. Nowhere near to help Merlin. But Merlin takes care of himself, and Waters comes in to try to get the final frag, but Rising arrives back in time to take him down. And yeah, as you say, that's pretty messy.
Yeah, I guess I was casting the wrong thing, and I shouldn't be looking at the silly soldiers, all the actions with the medic, of course.
It's always a good plan to keep your eyes on Merlin. Something's bound to happen.
We see now like something we haven't seen all game, which is Maincall with an advantage here. Like they have the full Uber advantage, and let's see what they'll do with it.
Yeah, they're just going to put straight in, it looks like, and that pyro from Denia is going to get mullered pretty quickly as they swarm across coin here, but it's nice positioning from coolclan. Samsy's in the back though, and they can't see him coming at all, but the damage is too much from War and Ips. Combined, they take down all 6 frags, not losing a single player in that push, quickly evening out to 1-1, and we're going to see if Maincall can carry this momentum forward, clearly angered by that surprise first round.
Oh my god, I blinked and missed that entire push. Like, it was just engineered completely down to the minute. Like everything was just like kills like within like 2 seconds of each other. It was unbelievable to watch. As we see that Maincall still opting to go for this valley sort of like shit house thing. As Ibs jumps straight in and takes out Smear in the first second of the game, and Rising also getting some good follow-up kills onto this mid here. Showing a lot of presence, and now the scout strength is just showing for Maincall now. It's like the scouts stay healthy.
The chase is on.
Yeah, as War's trying to chase out Maribel just like too elusive for War with his crossbows.
But Samsy's still in. Denia spawns just in time though. Sam going around a reset there, trying to get onto the Irish medic, but he is going to dance a little jig and survive all the way back to spawn, and he's surely going to have his Uber up in time because there's no way that Maincall can push this just about quickly enough, and it looks like they actually want to try and hold second. I'm not massively sure about this in Maribel. You're still 12 seconds or so, and Water's going down too is going to give Maincall a player advantage, and Maribel's set in a bit of an awkward position at the moment, but definitely wait for coolclan to poke to see if they can get a frag, but I doubt they should stay here for long, and they are in fact going back. Losing bonkers too, yeah.
Yeah, it seems to me like coolclan don't know exactly when to call it quits. They just kind of like hold on to these points when they really don't have like the manpower or like the right conditions to really do such things.
Yeah, I definitely agree, and they cost them bonkers there. Luckily, I think maincall aren't going to push in time for it to totally matter, as they're just peeking bottom right now with that double soldier spam, trying to get a frag, but Denier is actually going to get caught by the push-in, and he's going to be finished off by Ips. They're in a quite bad position at the moment, and they're actually going to use Miralin. They just spend too long thinking about it, and Fremello comes around and gets the frag, and they're actually going to clean up pretty solidly here. Just War and Rising left alive, and they definitely know where Rising is. They're going to take him down. War jumping away onto Spire, trying to lay something out so they can get the frag in exchange. Surely Rising going down. He eventually does go down, and yeah, that was just poor from maincall. They stood in too long, I think.
Yeah, getting very scrappy there. I don't know, the initial idea of it was very good, because like it seemed coolclan stacked all their players on this right-hand side of their point, and there's not much going on the left. Main call, they just like decide to push in from there, but the scout manages to kind of push past them and kind of divert their attention to two ways. So they kind of got mini pincered in that bottom left there.
Yeah, and it was such a bad position for Miralin. I mean, he dropped from that a bit. It was not at all like to do with whether he could pop in time. He just shouldn't have been in that position because he had no idea what could be aiming down at him, and he was pretty low health.
Yeah, but to give credit to main call, though, like Rising and I can't remember the other player, maybe War, doing an excellent job. Just like with only like 2-3 players managed to like put off the entire coolclan team from pushing out very quick, which is very good.
Yeah, as you say, and maincall will have been in a position to actually reclaim, as we do see Walters on Spy, and I'm going to watch him now. He decloaks underneath that stone bridge, but if he walks out at the wrong time, Samsy's going to see him. He luckily jukes all the way around Samsy, who has spawned on Sniper. Both teams going to be waiting for a pick here, I think, before anything significant happens. Walters still hiding up on that Spire, waiting for Samsy to go in. Samsy will poke into main now, looking for that shot, but Walters meanwhile is moving around onto that balcony. Do they know he's there? Walters moving now, and he's got a clear shot on Rising. He space stabs Miralin, and Miralin will get covered by Rising.
Oh my god, what? It was just painful to see, because Walters like
the double jump into point. There's no stickies on point from the demo man, and it's just going to be a straight off cap. No Uber even needed there, just times through on the point, capped off in a second.
Oh, poor Walters. My heart goes out to him. He like travelled so far for this pick with the Spy sort of thing, all for it just to end in like a nanosecond of that little push there from coming up from main call. Very good by main call, but still. Poor
Yeah,
Walters.
I think Smira should have had stickies on point there, really. Because of course just caps so quickly when you have that pain train as well. As War is just going to be on 1 health underneath on this middle, just instantly, but it is still going to be going main call's way. 2 frags finally come back from coolclan, but they are crucial frags, and now 3. They're going to have the player advantage here. Medics down on both teams. It's going to be a 3-on-2 in favour of coolclan. Kyler's up on that point. Walter's in his house. Kyler's focusing him, but Kyler's getting shot from behind by Denier and Smira. He's got 70 HP left, and he's going to be the only player left alive from maincall. He is going to pick up the frag onto Walters, but there's no way as the pipe comes through window.
The Vola from Smear manages to catch out Kyler there, who managed to bat off like a full scouting house. It's a shame, like he did such a good job to win like an unwinnable battle, and then lost a very avoidable death.
It's an excellent way of putting it. As we see coolclan once again taking the Spire. This is the first advantageous position they've had since their 1-0 lead. maincall, of course, putting it back in a lot more of a succinct time frame. 14 minutes left on the clock at the moment. We're 2-1 to maincall, but definitely could go either way still.
Yeah, I think the first minutes of the game don't decide who the best team is. The best team is always in the later stage of the game, where they decide to analyse and break down the team. As the crits comes out from Mello here, but it's Miralin spots this and Ubers out immediately, saving all of his players and just like massacring this crits play.
Yeah, it's just going to be Fremello and Bonkers and Smira left alive. Bonkers in that bottom right hand corner. It's just going to be picking off the frag onto Smira, but surely going to get quickly cleaned up by Kyler. And Smira's backed all the way off to choke.
But Denier on Spy.
You're going to be looking at Denier to see if anything can happen. The Spy plays so far have been fairly insignificant. Walters giving way to for Denier to try. Smira jumps forward, trying to get something done on that point, but he's just going to get blasted back. as Denia is instantly dead, and maincall just going to be pushing up aggressive onto that choke. They know the sniper's there though, and sniper is actually going to get war. Really impressive shot there, and they've got the frag, so they definitely can be holding this middle now, despite... Oh, I thought it was a more significant Uber disadvantage, but actually it's pretty equal. And the big distraction from Bonkers gets a frag, but it's going to allow Mello to get in, and they've got so much space at the moment, but they're not doing a lot with it. Frag's going either way. They've still got player advantage at the moment, but the main call scouts are coming. They're cleaning up. Samsy's pushing choke. Kyler's got health and choke now. Will he push forward? Samsy's already in on choke, but Kyler's not there to back him up, only just arriving now. And Denny is on train. He's surely going to hold.
Yeah, that bomb from Bonkers just managed to clump up all of main call, making it really, really easy damage for Smear, like absolutely decimating them. But 2 scouts aiming at 1 demo man still ends with a demo man dead at the end of the day. And with Denia back there, like watching the flank, he couldn't really help out his demo man buddy.
Yeah, and Framello still on that choke point, still pushing on. No one is there to cover him this time though, as Kyler just walks up and shoots him in the face. And admirable with that Uber advantage, but they do have a 2-person player disadvantage at the moment, and maincall are swarming all around them. Samsy going up behind them onto middle. He's just about been spotted there. Good timing for Walters to come out of house at that time. He is going to go down, and they've got to act quickly if they want to make use of this advantage.
Yeah, it seems like there's kind of getting scrappy almost, like players just kind of go for these little hero plays and whatnot, and it's just causing both teams to like not really get anything happening now. But it seems like coolclan have kind of like regrouped and decided to make a good solid push out of this, as they managed to drop Warher before Merlin actually uses Zuba. He uses Zuba now, he managed to milk it for every little point right there, and hopefully they can clean out all these players, and that's what they do right here. They're taking out Denia and Bonkers, but coolclan still holding their ground here, not willing to give up this spire. But main call, like, it is their point. The advantage is still in their
long. They stayed in for too long there, like far too long, especially once they lost that players. They had such a bad Uber compared to Merlin, as you say, who just played so well to keep it for so long, and then just stayed in. Admirable ended up suiciding in the end, but I had no idea why they stayed in for that long. Poor play from coolclan.
This just goes back to that thing we were talking about, Ali. Like, they just stay in for far too long, not deciding when to cut their losses and just, like, you know, go back and regroup.
Yeah, and the hero plays, as you said before, make it such that when they do go into these team fights, they are always at a disadvantage, and it's all very well like sticking in for a fight in case you've got something that turns the tables, but when you're at a disadvantage, then it's really difficult. I think they need to pick the right fights. The main call are just going to straight push in. Admirable on 26%, surely going to get caught out here, being focused down by Ips. He does go down there. It's still only 2 frags either way though at the moment, but the scouts are just going to run for point once again. Samsy brings his score to 3-1 to main call.
Yeah, I think coolclan on these last points are relying way too much on these stickies here, and like main call realizing this, just go for the frags, man, and just like destroy everything. And if that doesn't get them and they're staying in spawn, they just shoot the stickies off the point and cap it. As we start off with a new middle here, Smear going off into the main section, as Wolf's still sticking with that that sort of balcony rollout sort of thing, as point presence still comes in from main call first, as they're both kind of like stick to each other's sides almost this time, not almost starting off this Mexican standoff from last time, but it seems like main call have this better focus, pushing across this point, as Vermelho makes the big bomb in, and he gets air shot by Warher, plucked out of the air, but can he do it again? It seems like he doesn't have to. The rest of the main call managed to take out.
Oh, but, Walters picked
yeah.
up Merlin at the cost of his whole team, maybe, but it was crucial from Walters there that he got back, as the aggression just came in drips and drabs from coolclan, and they could do nothing to the core of the main call players who are left alive, but Walters in the end is going to save the day. And as you said before, I mean, this has been quite a close game so far. It definitely proves that main call aren't indestructible kind of thing, especially as we're looking at reportedly what is the worst team in Prem at the moment, having taken them to 4 quite intense rounds so far.
Yeah, it seems though like oh god, I lost my voice then. There we go. Yeah, it just seems like coolclan. I'm drawing a blank actually. Oh shit.
coolclan well, either way, whatever you're going to say, they're definitely doing better than what I would have expected them to do, and we're actually going to see if they can make a play. I see Walters behind the entire main call team at the moment, and it doesn't look like they're massively looking around, so I don't know if they know that Walters is there. They've got no one on the flank main call, they're just all set up on that spot. Rising is far forward, they're dancing around. The initial aggression is going to come from coolclan, of course, with that point disadvantage. They need to make something happen, but they lose Bonkers instantly. Rising surely going to go down here. He does actually survive and picks up Framello on the way. Both soldiers down now for coolclan. The aggression is also going to come into Samira, who just survives with 5 HP. The aggression from Rising but Ips does take down Walters and Admirable and Smira, and it's just Denny left alive, their spawner. He surely can't fight off so many players, and the taunt is going to come out on the point from Ips, and they are just going to cap it off and make it 4-1.
Man, I feel a little dirty after watching that. Like, maincall managed to stack everyone onto that spire, like the hardest point to attack probably in the game, just about. And with all of them stacked there, it's made it impossible for coolclan to really make a good, decent push out of that.
Yeah, I completely agree. I mean, if they'd known they all stood there, I'm sure coolclan would have done it differently. But either way, they need to make something happen here with their aggression, and they are going to get onto point early, but they're just going to get completely bashed off it. Walters instantly goes down, and now maincall move across War on that point, doing so much work, but he's alone. He's going to get taken down by Denny. Denny are weak too, and the core of maincall went a completely different direction though, and it's just Ips alive at the moment. Merlin takes down Bonkers in the air though, and look after himself as Ips is just on so much health that he doesn't really need to be healing him a massive amount. And they are going to end up winning this point, the two maincall soldiers and the medic left alive.
Yeah, Rising doing an excellent job there. Like, he managed just to like be so fast, he kind of like snuck behind, I don't know if you could really do that in mid, but he kind of like snuck behind them out of their eyesight on mid and kind of waited around for a good second and then went in and decimated like 3 or 4 players from coolclan there. Not really expecting Rising to come out from behind them that early in the game.
Called it, man. Rising's good. Rising's the new hot stuff. He's amazing. He's actually putting the pressure down and now takes down Admirable's pocket right in his hand. Is going to give space for Samsy to come in, destroy after destroying Walters and take down Admirable as well. And he's going to join the maincall team as they push in now from this top position. Just from Mello on the ground, he's surely going to get taken down. But they can't cap the point at the moment because second still hasn't been capped. Denny is up on that spire on 100 health, and they can't cap last. They're just going to be fighting spawners at the moment coming in from coolclan as Denny is still up on that spire. Samsy's on the floor, but there's nothing they can do about Denny at the moment. And coolclan could definitely push in and sandwich the team. Oh, but War's above the point. Oh, they've spotted him. War is hiding above last point, and they only just spotted him. He's still there with 50 health though. And the Uber is actually going to come in. It's not in time to save War though.
Yeah, I was just laughing at War just like plopping down onto the point only just to meet a sticky trap there. It's a real shame. Like, maincall did an excellent job of like rushing to last, and if they did have somebody on second and like managing to kill Denny on that point, like it would have gone down like clockwork getting that last point as well. But Denny are doing a good job of like defending that spire, knowing exactly what maincall need to actually pull off these almost over eagerness plays.
It's always one of those classic situations as a caster where you're talking about a big push that's happening on last, and it's all completely irrelevant because the cameraman's looking at a scout that's just stood by himself on Spire, which is just completely denying anything happening. Either way, we're going to see another push out from coolclan onto the Spire again, and all of maincall are just stood on it once more, and it's going to be so hard to get something done. War is taking damage, but they're still all up there, and they still haven't got anything done. Surely Smir is going to go down too. He just about backs out. Frags are slightly more even this time. It's gone 2 apiece, but Merlin has almost reached the Zuba, and again, coolclan just failing that Spire push.
Man, I feel like it's just the Tower of Power right now. Just like it's just the place to be. All the cool kids are staying up there. Nobody allowed to sat upon it. As they push in now with this full Uber advantage, just making mincemeat of all these players. Like as coolclan just running out of little lifelines one by one to like defend this point now. As maincall just easily cap it off with their big player advantage.
It was almost close at the end there, but coolclan just didn't drop onto point. Admirable and Denny were jumping around up top, but it's just had enough and walked straight onto point, and that is all she wrote. Is we're going to reach 5-1 at the from a 1-0 lead to coolclan. We've gone to 5-1 down like England Germany in 2003, but what was different from then is if we reach 6-1, this map is going to end. So we're going to say if Rising makes the same kind of influential plays as he did last time, his bomb gets completely neutralized in the air though, and he actually is going to be the first casualty in favor of coolclan. Fragzone either way now though is going to be 3 players left alive on maincall, just 2 now as coolclan are going to take the point. Just Ips is going to try and make the play. He's not targeting Admirable though. He gets one shot to Denny. Denny down 40 HP, but Walters is going to pistol him down, and coolclan picking up the wipe.
Man, like, it's a shame as well, because, like, maincall, like, Miralin was, like, literally dancing through the air. It was like watching a ballerina, like, floating about. It was beautiful, but, you know, being in the air might protect you from soldiers. It might protect you from demo men, but it won't protect you from scouts, so that's what just happened. He just gets gunned down by Walters and Denny there.
All of Merlin's agile prowess, I've never had him compared to a ballerina, as this Uber's going to come in from coolclan, get instantly onto the point. He's going to get taken down though, Walters though, before he can cap it all off. And 2 scouts and a medic are going to go down now for coolclan. This push having completely failed. Just the heavy's live now, and they haven't got good health. Smear and Bonkers, the weak ones, are going to get taken down. Fromelo meets a Rising in the lobby, and he's going to go down. The Pyro now, Kyler, looking like he was going to push out there. But, oh no, he actually is. He's going to be pushing out to Spyro and Pyro. As we're going to see maincall going to reclaim their second point. Probably. They haven't got anyone on at the moment.
Yeah, it seems like coolclan were opting to avoid the fight altogether with that Uber by just like Ubering scouts straight to point and having them shoot the stickies off. But in the stress situation, like Denier and Walters couldn't shoot the stickies off. They just missed the shots they needed to shoot to actually cap that point, and they got killed by those sticky traps.
And that failed push is actually going to mark the point in the game where I think it's the point of no return here for coolclan as we reach 2 minutes left. 4-round deficit. We're going to see this become maincall's game. Slightly more of the trivial side as you can see a Pyro pushing into Chake. You get that kind of hint that they know the game's over. Just fighting for pride, fighting for momentum going into the next map. But this is surely going to finish 5-1 or 5-2 to coolclan, to maincall, sorry, not coolclan. Wouldn't that be a surprise?
Yeah, now we're just in my favourite part of the game, the dead time, baby. Like, it's just all about those lobby frags, those log frags now. See what impressive codes you can get out, sort of thing. So yeah, maincall are just kind of like in disastrous like sort of positioning, so it doesn't really matter at this point.
War's holding the Spire. Bonkers has to come back in the end. The entire coolclan, they can't push on to last. And Marvel will go down to Kyler. It's just Bonkers still on that Spire. He looks like he just about misses the frag, picking up onto Kyler. But we're going to see Smear on last. Kyler doesn't spawn in time. Going to be slightly more respectable scorer. But we've got a minute left. Are the teams going to fight? Yeah, they're going to fight.
We'll see. Let's see if we'll see any troll players coming out onto mid here. Like, you never know. Like, these scores do kind of matter. Maybe down like towards the very end of the season, because I think it might be like cap difference or something like that if you draw with a bunch of teams, or maybe some more rematches. But anyway, Bonkers goes straight in, takes out War immediately there. But like maincall strong arming 2 kills straight out of the bat onto this mid, and they're just like the DM just shows from maincall there, absolutely decimating everyone in all the 1v1s that they took right there. The only kill coming out onto War, and I think Rising's suicided, but yeah.
The 1v1 superiority showing through. It looked like they had a better position after the Bonkers frag and looked like they were getting across point well, but Samsy just won his 1v1 and then the rest of maincall won their 1v1s. Can you tell I was watching Samsy? But either way, it's going to finish off here 5-2 to maincall on the first map. Soon we are going to be moving on to process, but let's see if we can look at some logs.
Alright.
My game is inevitably slow, so if you find them first, be sure to give your opinion.
Well, I'm just loading them up now, but like just to give them a little shout out to like coolclan doing a wonderful job, like putting up a fight there. Like they did a lot better than I think any of us were expecting, sort of thing. We were actually thought like, oh man, they might do this. What the start of the season this would be if coolclan like can just explode onto the season with this sort of lead. But no, it like they weren't fast enough for fate, and maincall take it in the end.
Yeah, cool. Early weeks are going to be the times you see surprises. Teams aren't properly settled into their roster. I think coolclan didn't come around much later than maincall in terms of sorting out the roster. It wasn't like a completely last minute thing.
Yeah, like they were one of the more planned teams, I suppose, but it took Admirable a long time to like get the initial pieces for all his team, sort of thing. Whilst he did like manage to pick up, I think his Polish like wonder stars immediately. Like he still had some time to like convince Walters to join the team.
Moving on to the logs. My tier 2 crashes in the background. We are going to be seeing a fairly low damage game as the top damage is actually only going to be 8.5k there, coming out from Ips. Looking at the demo man, you usually expect them to be topping the bill a lot more, but Warhayet only on 8.2 and Smira only on 6.5k damage. Going 9 for 16 is going to be the first thing catches my eyes there, the coolclan demo man. But yeah, 3 soldiers topping the bill in terms of damage is pretty impressive, I think. Ips notably going 30 to 11.
Yeah, I think this was more a game about like stalemates and like maybe those scrappy sort of players than these like big demo men damage fests with the uber advantages and whatnot. So it's completely expected that the damage has come out like this, but with the damage numbers saying like rising, creeping up very high into the onto the logs there, a lot more than Vermelho, and I think that was probably the difference right there, was like Rising's performance compared to Vermelho.
Yeah, and looking at ye old heal spread, we're gonna be seeing Rising picking up less heals, or actually more in terms of raw heals, but less in terms of percentage than his opposite number Vermelho, as Ips is going to be receiving 40% of Merlin heals. That's 13k heals, which is ridiculous. And I mean, he topped the scoreboard, but I don't think in a standard game 8.5k damage is fine for 13k heals. But I guess it's just got to be a slow moving game in general, because there was just such low damage across the board.
Yeah, but like Samsy coming out with just 7% heals there. Wow, that's like rollout heal. Rollout heals only just about.
As admirable as being me saying they are going live, I do hope I can connect to the server in time. But are you still on the server?
Yeah, I'm still on the server, so don't worry, I've got your back. I'll lead the ship whilst you're gone, Captain.
Lead the ship, is that?
I'm sure that's the saying.
Okay, I'll take it.